Hello and welcome to my channel, Attila Tarot. First of all, I would like to thank for all of you who have seen my previous videos, especially if you liked them and subscribed. And I'm very happy that you're back for more. If you're new to my channel, I'd like to give you a big welcome. I hope that you're gonna find this reading helpful. Today we're gonna take a look at what kind of energies you can expect in the months of July, August and September from pretty much all aspects of your life, whether it's money, career, finance, or love and relationship. We're gonna discuss the meanings of the cards. But as usual, this is a general reading, so please take whatever resonates and leave the rest behind. But let's get started. I do like to start with the central card, which is in this case is the Two of Pentacles. The Two of Pentacles can be all about balancing something, right? So usually you see a juggler on this card, somebody who's juggling a lot of things. This can mean a couple of things. It can be a sign that you are very busy, you are able to manage everything that comes to your table, whether it comes to relationship or whether it comes to work. In terms of work, it can be a sign as well that you are very resourceful, you're always finding a way to get your projects accomplished. In terms of relationship as well, it can be a sign that maybe you are balancing your love life and your work pretty well, and you're finding the right amount of time. But it's also a sign of balancing finances, balancing the checkbooks. It's a card that also indicates some kind of a decision. Maybe there's a decision you have to make and choose between two paths, and these two paths can be anything. So when you're kind of looking at the money, career, finance perspective, it can be an indication that maybe you need to make a choice in terms of your work. Are you gonna continue to work where you're working, or are you trying to find a new job? Are you or it can be a choice between two opportunities. Maybe you're gonna get two offers. It's also possible that maybe that you might need to choose to being employed or actually go on your own and start your own business. In terms of relationships as well, it can indicate a choice. Maybe you'd need to if you're single, you might have a few options to choose from, or it can be that even if you are in a relationship, you might have a partner and a lover, and you need to make a decision between these two people, or being single or in a relationship. You kind of understand it's some kind of a decision that this card can indicate. It's very important to have the rainbow on the card, which can indicate that you might have gone through some turbulent times and you're able to come out of this situation. Again, the Two of Pentacles can indicate an up and down type of momentum as well. So maybe some days are better, some days are worse, and you've been kind of riding this roller coaster. But again, the Two of Pentacles is all about balance. So you're able to find the balance between the things you need to balance. But let's see the other cards you have. Your reading starts with the Seven of Swords, which can also mean being resourceful, especially that you do have here the Two of Pentacles, which is all about being resourceful, because the Seven of Swords is finding new ways to get things done. So if you look at it, he is stealing the swords because he doesn't want to get into a traditional battle, a traditional war. So this can also mean that you need to find new ways to do things and see things from a different perspective. But again, this card also can be the card of trickery, the card of lying, cheating, stealing. So it's always very worthy to be aware of all of those when these cards come out. In terms of, you know, work, it can be that somebody's trying to undermine you, somebody is trying to steal your idea, or somebody is really trying to manipulate the situation and be very cunning, because you know you do have the fox on this card. But even in terms of relationship, it can be that you might be dealing with a player, you might be dealing with a liar, cheater. If you're single, there's a potential that somebody like that will come into your life, and you might need to balance in terms of whether you get involved with this kind of a behavior or not. Better is to really keep it honest, keep it real. But let's see, the next card in the spread is the Seven of Pentacles. Right? The Seven of Pentacles is really all about reaping the rewards for your hard work and manifesting things. It is all about working hard and seeing the results from it. So some of you might be starting to see the results, whatever you've been investing. And this investment can be anything. Maybe you've been working hard at your work or on a project or on your business, and finally you're gonna start seeing the results that are coming into your life. It can also mean from a relationship perspective that probably you've been investing a lot either to find a partner or into your existing relationship, and you can see the results from it. You're either finding somebody if you're single, or it can be also the sign that your relationship is going to get better because of all the work that you've been putting into it. But the Seven of Pentacles can mean as well that you might be evaluating things, right? You put a lot of effort into something, and then you're kind of at crossroads, right? Because it's at the Two of Pentacles, where you might need to make a decision, and you might need to make a decision that, okay, you put a lot of effort into this. Is it worth keep doing, or should you do something else? Should you do something totally different than what you've been doing? But again, the Seven of Pentacles can be a sign of the things that you've been trying to manifest are coming to fruition. So maybe you've been trying to manifest, meditate on something, and in July, August, September, you might be able to start seeing the results of it. The next we have here is the Hermit. The Hermit is really about going in an inner journey and discovering what he wants to do, whether it's relationship or whether it is work. Again, it's interesting that it's related to the Seven of Pentacles, which can mean that you are taking account, you are evaluating things, and that's what the Hermit does as well. The Hermit is kind of rethinking what his purpose is, what is that he wants to achieve. And through this inner journey, through this inner loneliness, he finds the enlightenment that he needs in terms of which path to continue his life. So maybe some of you are reconsidering your career, what you want to do. Maybe you need to decide which path you go on, whether you find a new job, start your own company, or stay at your current place. But it also can be a sign that maybe you've been out of job for a while, because you do have both the Hermit and the Seven of Pentacles, which can be a sign of waiting and trying to see the results. Even in terms of a relationship, the Hermit can mean that you are re-evaluating what you want from a relationship. Maybe you've been single for a while and you chose to be single. But it can also mean that if you are in a relationship, that you are just re-evaluating what you want from this relationship and what is really the best way to go forward. The next card we have here is the Death card. The Death card is all about a major life transformation. So most of you seems to be going through a major life transformation. Whatever this transformation is probably it's different for everybody. But this major life transformation is something that is making you change for the better. Even though you might go through some hard times, you might need to go through some things that are not necessarily the best. The death always brings you some kind of a change that is for your greater good. Again, from a money, career, finance perspective, it can mean that you're letting go of something. Maybe you're letting go of your old way of thinking. Maybe you are letting go of an old job, an old business, and you are welcoming the new one. The same can be relevant for a relationship. Maybe you are ending a relationship, or you ended a relationship and you are looking forward to a new one, or your relationship is going through a big transformation that is changing the relationship drastically. And even if you're single, this can be a sign that your solitude is ending because you are finishing an era of your life. And the next we do have here is the Chariot, which is a number 7, and I'm just noticing that you do have 777. So maybe the number 7 is something auspicious that you need to watch out for in this period of time. I also recommend you to really look up the angel number 777, what it can mean. Maybe you've been seeing this number, and this is just a confirmation of it. I really recommend you to look it up because you do have 3 sevens, but generally it is really connected to yourself, and anyway, it's a lucky number as well. But I really recommend you to look it up because you do have 3 sevens. But let's continue with the Chariot. The Chariot is all about overcoming obstacles, leaving something behind and going on a new journey. It can also be the sign that maybe you are going on a trip or moving. But it's also the card of balance, and it's very important that you do have it right under the Two of Pentacles, which is all about balance as well. So for some of you, I think that finding the balance might be very important, and this balance can be really anything. If you are in a career, if you're here for career reading, the Chariot, it can be a card that shows you that the hardship that you had is coming to an end, and you are gonna be victorious, you're gonna be successful, because as I said, the Chariot is all about overcoming obstacles and leaving the hardship behind. If you are applying for a job, the Chariot can indicate that you might be getting the job, you will be the one that they will choose. But again, it can mean that maybe there are certain things at work you need to balance a little bit better. And even in terms of relationship, the Chariot can be an indication of overcoming obstacles. So if you are in a relationship, it might be that the relationship went through some hardship. Again, maybe there was some trickery, cheating, or you name it, whatever your relationship went through, and you're able to overcome that. You're able to leave it in the past, and start it fresh. If you're single, the Chariot tells you that it's an amazing time for you to get out and meet somebody, because you are able to do it. Anyway, the Chariot is a very good, very positive, victorious card, and it is always amazing to have it in a spread. But even if you want to go for a promotion or a job, or a business, it's a sign that tells you that you should go for it. But let's continue. But before that, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, because that's an indication for me that the reading has resonated with you. And it also helps me to grow the channel to make sure that the reading gets out to more people. And for you, this is only a push of a button. But I'm very glad to read in the comments as well what's going on in your life. I always read every comment that is placed on my videos. And the next we have here is the Two of Cups, which is all about balance, right? So you have Chariot, all about balance. Two of Pentacles is balance, and the Two of Cups is about balance, harmony, creativity. So for some of you, the Two of Cups can indicate a partnership, a relationship. If you are here for a career reading, you're finding your balance. You are getting back to something new. Because the Two of Cups can be that you are signing something. You are signing a contract. You're signing a new employment, a promotion. It's a partner. It's an indication of a partnership. Maybe you are getting into a partnership with somebody, but it's a commitment. It's a sign of commitment where you have a mutually beneficial relationship. And of course, if you're here for love, the Two of Cups is an amazing card to have it in a spread, because if you're single, it's an indication that a new love is coming into your life. If you are in a relationship, it's a sign that the relationship will be stronger, the relationship gonna be more committed, which can be either in a form of going steady, or it can be a form of an engagement, marriage, definitely taking the next level in the relationship. And again, you do have two rainbows as well, so I think probably that's a sign that better times are coming for you. And the next we have here is the Hierophant. The Hierophant is all about traditional values and traditional institutions. So this can be a couple of things. It can mean that maybe you're gonna get a job if you're here for a career in a traditional organization. It can be also a sign that it is not necessarily the time to think outside of the box. It can be the time where doing traditional steps is the one that's gonna benefit you all over. If you are here for a relationship, the Hierophant is amazing, because if you're single, it indicates that a relationship will come into your life that is based on mutual values and respect. If you are in a relationship, this is the marriage card. So for some of you, getting married, getting engaged is literally in the cards, because you do have the Two of Cups and you do have the Hierophant as well. And the last card we have here is the Lovers, which is another great card, because the Lovers is all about balance and harmony. And as you can see, you have 4 cards that are talking about balance and harmony. So I think for many of you, finding this balance in this 3-month period will be probably a very important one. But the Lovers can be a sign of a good partnership. So if you are here for work and career reading, it can be a sign of a great partnership. But it can also mean that you might have to make some kind of a decision. The Lovers is all about decision. This is the big decision card, and I can kind of totally, it's connected to the Two of Pentacles, which can be a sign of decisions. For some of you, a decision is going to be very important in this period of time, but it's a card of yes. So whatever decision you have to make, you should say yes to it. If you're here for a relationship, the Lovers is the best card you can get, because it's a card of your soulmate coming into your life. It is a card all about relationship. If you're single, an amazing relationship is coming to you that is based on attraction, based on commitment. If you are in a relationship, this is the card that again shows you that you're taking the relationship to the next level. So practically all of this is all about, the last row is all about for taking a commitment and bringing it to the next level. So whether you are here for a love reading or you are here for a career reading, it's a sign of some kind of a partnership, some kind of a commitment, a decision that you need to make. But it's a change that is beneficial for you. So whatever change you're going through, this change is gonna be good for you on the long term, even though you are waiting for it. The Chariot, you have the Chariot, you do have the Lovers, the Hierophant, the Death. So practically it's a huge change, because you do have 1, 2, 3, 4 major arcanas that are positive cards. And again, don't forget to look up the 777 and then maybe the 2-2 as well, because that came up a few times. But let's look at the bottom of the deck, which is the Ace of Pentacles, which is the golden seed that has a great potential for stability. So I think whatever change is coming to you, it's an amazing, because it has a great future for you. So dear Capricorn, that's all I have for you. I hope that this reading was very helpful, and I'll see you again.